Oh, welcome back to Aldridge Farm. I've just dropped the milk tanker back at the dairy, washed it out. So that's ready to go. We almost got another load of milk in, but I'm going to sell some grind today. Kylie's back, but she's catching up on all the gossip at the moment with my wife and mother-in-law and informing them on how married life is going and how things were in the States. But she's very happy to be back. Her husband is at the moment looking to see if he can pick up a job anywhere. If not, he will come and work here. He's hoping to get back at the freight yard. I hope he does the train yard. It suits him. He was good there. But we have some answers now to some of the things which were going on, which were rumours last time you were with me. Quite a bit of news, actually. Right, first of all, the Crawford Browns have been arrested. That's a Sprake. Or Sprake and Sprake. Yes, the solicitors to the underworld. I shouldn't really be saying that, because if they're found not guilty, they will sue me. But the Crawford Browns have been arrested, and I have seen Tom. Now, at the moment, he's in a police safe house until after the trial. He's perfectly happy being there, except he's missing his partner and his children, naturally. But he's said he's well looked after, and I got the full story from him. Right, now, with all the industrial sabotage which has been going on, I must just check and see where Paul wants me to deliver to first, because we're going to empty out our stuff here. Well, we've got a lot of barley, and he said go for the higher, so the car is 379, 3695, shop 26, freight yard. Mind you get more because it's export. Well, it looks like the car for the first lot. Take that there. We may well sell the rape, export the rape actually. Wheat, I'm not certain where that's going to go yet. At the moment, farm shop looks favourite. Anyway, let's get a load of barley on for the carb. Yes, and what I tell you about Tom. Alright, he recognised somebody who he saw hanging about up at that where the solar farm is. I'm just going to come out and just check I haven't opened it yet. So he decided that perhaps he should show how much he thinks of everybody here for the kindness they're showing him, and he does appreciate it, that I know. So he made it look as if he'd done a runner from here, and he went back to his old haunts. He soon got picked up by the gang he was with, which the person he saw was a member of, and he didn't do any criminal activities this time. He managed just to stay clear of it, but he got enough info to actually implicate the Crawford Browns. Now that's when he ran from the gang and made for the nearest police station, which just in this day and age is hard to find, as shall we say that police stations would get as rare as hen's teeth in this country now. Well, he found one, and he told them the tale. They didn't believe him because they knew his record, because he was back on his own old haunts. So I'll just drop on the bridge. Can't actually see what it says there, but it doesn't really matter. They will have taken a figure But as luck would have it, a senior member of the local fraud squad was in there. And when he heard Crawford Brown's name mentioned, his ears pricked up, and he had a word with Tom. And the upshot of it was he believed him. And he took Tom's story and they looked into it. They all checked out. Now, the fraud squad and the serious crime squad were also investigating our friends, or this gang, and with the Crawford Browns, it became almost obvious what was happening. The Crawford Browns were actually backing this gang to get rid of. I can't go around that way. Best not. You can see why I normally let. I was going to let Kylie do the carton, can't you? I can get out this side. Well, we should really go back on the bridge again. Oh well, I have to take our word for it. We should really have a bridge in and out. But there. Yes. Well, with the stuff that Tom had told them, they picked a few members of the gang up, and a couple of them decided to turn Queen's evidence. In other words, they squealed. They told the police everything they wanted to know, which meant they could pick the big boys up. They think they've got just about all the gang. There's 2 members they think are still at large at the moment. But the rest of them have been picked up and are awaiting Her Majesty's pleasure in a local institute, also known as a jail, awaiting trial. They have all been charged with criminal damage, extortion. That's another case because they caught them on a whole lot of stuff. Once they got hold of the books, it became obvious what they were doing, and they were in a very big way. To take me out of the time, I would not have dared do any of that. Well, with Crawford Brown also implicated, I should really put the sheet on. And with Crawford Brown implicated, Spraggs became implicated. Now the Bar Council have been looking into Spraggs record, and they were about to swoop on them anyway. But the police beat them to it. Spragg has been arrested and is also in prison. Although he will probably get bail, it looks like he will have bail because he can pull the right strings. Crawford Brown thought he could, but the members of his political party who had been ignoring what he'd been getting up to because he was such a good member have decided that it was probably best not to be involved with him. So they have pulled the rug from under him. But we ought to really go in the other way just to get an empty weight. Oh well. Yes, so Crawford Brown, who thought he had everything, and there's a lot of other things. There's bribery and corruption charges as well against him. Corruption in high office, well, in office, not high office in this case, but in office. Mrs. Crawford Brown's been charged with very similar offences. I will not call the council Mrs. Crawford Brown anymore. The council, or her party, has disowned her and taken the whip away. Sounds bad, doesn't it? Take the whip away. Wait for that to go down. I don't really want to hit anything here. And they are both now cast adrift. Their friends they thought they had deserting them rapidly. And in fact, Cuthbert has come forward with more evidence against Crawford Browns from his time of being friendly with them. I have to take my hat off to Cuthbert. For someone who started off as a complete idiot, he has turned out very well indeed. Now, we don't know when they will have the evidence, or enough evidence to bring it to court, but they have been charged and it's going to magistrates fairly soon, but it will most probably not go to High Court for several months. So, as I'm going to be retired by then, what I thought I'd do, I'll be up to date when I get, most probably whilst I'm on holiday, I'll just do a quick video. Hey, I know you enjoy that. So, best if I go the proper way, isn't it, eh? Now, Chris, by the way, is still working on 19 South. He's a glutton for punishment. The reason I've told Kylie to clear off and get on with other things is because I want to use the JCB now. And I've said it now. She already suspected as much. I better just see if let's just check that the price is still good here. We can't get better elsewhere. Yes, we can actually. Let's just swap off. So, I'm afraid, Chris, we're not selling to your company, not at 271. I'm not going to. The Aldridge Hotel is out of the question. I refuse to have anything to do. Take the next load up to the farm shop. Then, any we got left after that, I think I will put on the train. And try and have a word with him up there to see if Kylie's husband can have his job back there, or a job very similar. I think he deserves it. That's it. They're quite happy, Kylie and her husband, by the way. Oh, and one other thing, I had a message I almost forgot, and this is rather important. I had a message to pass on to Tom's partner. It's quite simple, and I felt a little bit of a fool when I came up with the actual words. It was, will you marry Tom? I had to do the proposal for him. I'm glad to say she said yes, so we've got a wedding coming up. Now, Timothy Farthing has decided he's going to retire. He's our minister, or Church of England minister. He's going to retire around the same time as I do, but he has a couple of other jobs he knows to do. One, he has been asked to officiate in the cathedral at Melissa's wedding. She has got a young man, and they are getting married. They're getting married in the cathedral, mainly because the village church here isn't big enough. But she's asked that Timothy officiates at the wedding, and the bishop has said yes, go ahead. Timothy is rather excited about that. He's hardly ever preached at the cathedral. He's been there, of course, but he's never actually preached there or to do a wedding there. And it was quite a big wedding locally. That's cheered him up no end, right? Better go around the block, I think, yeah. Don't really want to turn against the traffic. So things look like it turned out quite nicely here. And say Tim has got this other wedding he's got to do, and he's actually said he's doing it, and he don't care what anybody says. Where am I going? Oh yeah, I'll go around the block. Let's have a look. Oh, I know what I want to do. I want to see how the silage was doing here. It might just be nice if it's ready and put Kylie on it. Running off and leaving us like that. Now, not ready yet. How far away is it? Oh, it's only 24%. Oh, well, I'm not going to see the benefit of this whilst I'm here. Right, with what we now know, I will bring it fully up to date now with what I know. What we now know, we have had a board meeting, the partners in the farm, which is Carly, Paul, myself. Grandson's still a bit young to take part in the board meetings, but my wife speaks for him in there. It might sound a bit one-sided, two of us speaking there, but that's my wife speaking. But we have decided that we're going to offer Tom a full partnership, just to give him that grounding that he's really needed. And we decided the best way to do it, and I'm just going to stop here as well and just see how well this one's doing. And that is 75%, that's almost ready. Again, I'm not going to see that whilst I'm here. I should be in New England when that's ready, I hope. As you know, that's where the wife wants to go. And that's where we're going for our first holiday together for about 40 years. I'll just go quiet whilst I'm easing in here. Oh, we've still got 2 more loads. Just check, see where the best price is now. Farm shop still looks best. Yep. We put the odd bits in there. I'm not going to the Old Ridge Hotel. I refuse to use that place. It has too much to do with the Crawford Browns for my liking. Right, let's get the sheet on and away we go back to the farm shop. Let's see if we can do it without taking too many diversions this time. Although there's not a really easy way through the farm shop. That's rather nice driving the JCB. Yes, so what we decided, no, Charles already said he's not worried about having any say in the place. He's more than happy with that, so he's actually handed his shares in. It's rather good of him. So we're going to do 20, 20, 20, 20. I think we've got enough 20s to do anyway. We're going to do a fifth of the company each. That's a fifth for me, fifth for Carly, fifth for Paul, fifth for Tom, and a fifth for Jack, my grandson. Jack won't be able to do anything with his until he reaches the right age, of course. But they will be held in trust for and voting. He will have full voting rights, but someone else will have to vote on. We haven't decided who as yet. Justin has officially changed his name to Justin Brown. Now, he has been told that if his parents are found guilty, all their goods will be confiscated and the money put to recompense for those who have been fiddled. And he's perfectly happy with that. And in fact, he said if any money should come to him, he don't want it. He's washed his hands off him, and he decided on Justin Brown, and he's done it officially now. He had changed his name, but he's now done it officially. Let's go see if he can turn around here. And he's used Brown because it's a simple name. He didn't want to look too much like Crawford Brown, but he wanted part of the name, keep part of the name. Mary's wife is happy enough too with his decision not to take any money. She didn't want to see any of it either. It's not really surprising when you think about it. Crawford Brown's done everything he could to stop them from getting married, stop Justin from doing what he wanted to do, and that is become a farmer. And come on, that's it. It's just taken a long time to say. Oh, the joys of it. Let's hello. I wonder what he's got up to. I wonder what he's caught up in. Oh, I like Chris has found his way out of it. Whatever it was. He's not a bad lad, really. Now, let's get it round here. We're just finished doing the barley, I think, on screen. And I'm actually going to make this the last proper episode. There will be one more, but that won't be any farming at all involved. I have it all in my mind what we're going to do, and I just got to set it all up. Now this, I'm going to say this now, and I will probably say it in the very last episode. This has been an excellent series to make. I've really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the feedback. But I think the time has come when I've run out of ideas, and without my good mate BP to bounce off, I'm finding it hard to think up new ideas which ain't stupid. I mean, once we go to the farm shop again. Yeah, we go to the farm shop again. And I don't really want to make it too stupid. I have to think the Crawford Browns have been excellent villains. Their fate and the fate of all the others will be told in the last ever episode, and that will be next week. I should have everything set up by then. There will be a few tear jerks and what have you, but I'm not going to try and do a wedding video again. It was hard enough the last one I done. I don't actually go through that again. I hope you understand. I could always replay part of what I did in there, but I'm not going to. But until then, I'm going to just... brakes didn't work. I have to see Chad. I'm going to finish selling this up. I think we will sell the rest off export. In fact, we got time. We might be able to sell most of what we got left in there if I don't get lost too often. And look at that, we've now got 196,000. It's been a good year. I reckon I'll be buying another field. But it's not going to be up to me anymore. Although I will be a full partner, I've actually told them at the meeting that all decisions will be theirs. There's nothing worse than I know when I took over the farm, having father looking on my shoulder half the time. It was no joke. You feel like telling him to go and boil his head, but you can't. And the last thing I want to be is telling them what to do. It's up to them. Now, I just keep slipping somewhere. What if he's not putting the diff locks in when he needs to? Let's see what we've got here again. Let's drive forward so you see the spout. There we are. Put the brake on. Fill up again. I think we do want to sell everything. Let's see what we've got here. That's gone. Oh, it's still holding, so we will go back there again. So another load into the farm shop. They must be getting full by now. surprising how many people have been caught up in this criminal activity. But already, since the Crawford Browns have been arrested and charged, we've already had 3 members of the parish council resign, and I think more to come. 2 members of the district council and a county councillor, all of which were involved with the Crawford Browns. Oh, and 1 member of parliament. Mustn't forget that one. He's resigned his seat as well. I'm just wondering how deep the corruption has gone. And it looks like if that's got as far as the member of parliament, it's fairly deep, the corruption. It's going to be a good sentence if he's found guilty. I think he's going to be a very old man when he comes out. And do I feel sorry for him? Not in the least. He's made everybody's life here a misery over the years. Oh no, I didn't check if the bucket had gone down. Never mind. He's made everybody's life a misery around here over the years. Anything he could fiddle, he's fiddled. Anybody he could screw into the ground, he's screwed into the ground. Any reputation that can be blackened, character that can be blackened, he and his wife has blackened it. And yes, I think sympathy is going to be in very short supply. But of course he's got to be found guilty first. We are in Britain after all. Although I'm guessing he's going to be found guilty. With some of the big fraud cases we had in the recent past, which have collapsed, the fraud squad now tend not to bring cases unless they're fairly certain of getting the conviction. Well, because they don't bring the case, to be honest. It's the Director of Public Prosecutions. But they normally don't bring cases, they're fairly certain. I'm sure we're still free. I think we're going to take this one down. Go and have a word. Down at the freight yard. Let's call this way. This is broad as long. There we go. Turn off. There's Chad's place, so we'll get him to look at the brakes on this. Maybe just the weight we're carrying. I better just slow her down a bit. There we go, straight over the junction again. Luckily people know when I'm about not to take chances. But the cattle don't, of course. That's marvellous. They're like sheep. No, they're not, Mia. They're like cattle. If one goes, a whole lot have to go. Oh, well, of course we won't see Chris in here, will we? He's busy working the fields for us. Oh, I'm going to be really honest, I'm not looking forward to retiring, but this is really going to be the last day's work you're going to see from me. And I won't It'll be somewhere down the line before I contact you again. I want to wait for the court cases to come through. It's going to take a year anyway, I would have thought, for everything to go to court. There's going to be a lot of cases here. These courts are going to be tied up for months. Crawford, Brown, Sprakes, about 18 to 20 gang members, plus other people who get dragged into it, whether they want to be or not. Right, we're going to do this. We'll finish this off, then we'll finish off recording. So I've got, I think, just a bit to pick up now. Let's have a look. Oh, 3:30. Oh, my probably is worthwhile picking that up. It's not a lot, but because I've moved off again without dropping the buck. One of these days I'm going to pay for it. Now, it doesn't really matter which way we go here, it's going to be the wrong way. You know that feeling, don't you? Choice of two ways and both of them are incorrect. Oh, those rail lines, no longer having to take a tractor away, no longer having to remember to slow down with a tractor and trailer going over this humpback bridge. Never used to bother to slow down, we just did the tractor, but with a trailer it usually pays, especially if you've got animals aboard. Milkshake, anybody? Rather a bad joke, sorry. But I will miss the animals. I really will. The sheep especially, I don't know why, but I always had a real soft spot for the sheep. Which is why I always get fed on the best possible fodder. Once I have laid down, I said I wouldn't take any part in any decisions except for one, and that I had written into the constitution for the farm. It must remain a mixed farm, arable and livestock, as far as possible, to use it as food, artificial fertilizers as we can. I just like a mixed farm, something which are disappearing. Come on, right, there we are. Last 3,000. That's it. Put the sheet on. I will remember to put the sheet on this time. I'll go this way this time. There's the water pumping station. Although the way the weather's been just lately, we're facing another hosepipe ban, another ban on water usage. It's going to be, well, luckily it's going to come into the winter. Well, we are in the winter now, so it isn't going to affect us too much. Just want some normal British weather. Right, well, as we're going down here, I might as well start the wind down now. I'm going to say thanks very much for watching. If you like what you see, please consider leaving a like. If you enjoyed this video, I've got a challenge for you. Now, one or two people have taken part in it. You could tell those other ones gibbering and slobbering in the corners. They just got to them. That's it. Try to watch all of the Aldridge series. It will take years. Well, Most if you've got nothing else to do. But most people got something better. You must have something better to do. I guess somewhere around 200 videos have been done on this particular farm by myself. A lot of them are not numbered. There's a lot of specials, and there's parts 1 and 2 of a episode, and I think we're done around 200. Oh yes, anyway, if you like what you see, please consider leaving a like. Yes, I said that. If you're not a subscriber, how about subscribing? I'm afraid there won't be any more FS15. Oh, I meant to tip that out first. Now we get out and get ready to pull the lever. That's it, that's all gone. And we'll send the train on. Now, I wonder if we can see the train going past here. No, it's gone. There it goes. Now we'll keep rolling and recording until we get the figure through for that. We were making about, was it 8,000 for a trial load? That's a bit over trial load here, so. And we're already at about 6,000 for it, I guess. And that lot is just gone for export. Yes, anyway, what do we get to? Oh yes, any questions, comments, queries, feel free to post them. I read every comment and I try and reply to everyone. Don't always succeed, but I do try. Very trying I am. Oh, there's another. Oh, look at that, 8,000 there. Wow, that was worth a full trailer load anywhere else. I think we will just drop this off at the farm and then just buzz across and have a look and see how Chris is doing. Oh yes, a quick message to Chris. Thank you for being such a loyal subscriber. I'd been willing to have your name mentioned in the video. It's not much recompense for your long hours of watching my efforts. Alright, just park this off here. We've got the rest of the stuff to sell. I may well I think I will be carrying on playing this one off screen for a while because I still enjoy this particular map. There he is. There's Chris. He's busy there. He's over half, well, it's around halfway I would say. It's not fair with a 1.8 metre cloud have to do this. Anyway, with a picture of Chris going on in the background, and in fact I need to take a screenshot, so we will just do that. Now, there we are, that's the screenshot of Chris with that. It's me saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.